He went out. That's
What?
being recorded. That's being recorded.
What?
That's being recorded.
I'm not comfortable with this conversation. Anyway, anymore.
Ooh.
So, all right. I guess we should give the people a little bit of time to come in the room.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
Give them a little bit of time to reach.
So my sister-in-law was here, and I finally saw one of the more expensive iPhones in real life because I have never seen that because I've been living here for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And the new joint. And I'm like, people pay $1,000+ for a phone, but it looked like some of y'all can pay monthly or something. So, but man, I was like, for a phone, that joint costs as much as my iPad Pro.
I'm just trying to tell you.
More. What am I talking about? I could get 2 iPad Pros for almost 2. Well, I could get 2, but I got 256 gigs on mine. So I could get 2 128s for one. What does it do? Oh my gosh. I like them, but jeez. I guess my perspective has changed. What up, y'all?
They are some cheese.
You get the new joint yet?
No. No, I'm still rocking my 8 Plus, and she's doing quite well for me. I know the time is coming though.
What service you got again?
Verizon.
Oh man, y'all CDMA dudes, you can't send me the phone. I can't use that. Why you get a Verizon phone? You know I can't use it.
Well, Verizon is like for real. Everybody else service out here is.
That's what I did too, but
it's Bandulu.
But Bandulu business.
Bandulu business.
Yeah, what up, y'all?
What up?
So, yeah, next week is the holiday that some of y'all
Merry Crema.
Not promote, celebrate.
Feliz Navidad.
So we need to tell y'all, we'll say it again, but we need to tell y'all, we're taking a break. We've never taken a break. Yo, I'm actually proud of you, Quest.
Why?
Seriously.
Why?
Because you and I have been running together nonstop, literally.
Yeah.
For over a year.
Yeah.
Every single week, no matter what. I've been in this box the whole time, but you've been on the move and finding a way in the car, at the beach. I mean, whatever. What are you doing?
I was laughing because that movie that Nick Cannon was in, he was watching an exercise video and the dude was on the screen like this. Cha, cha.
But that just came out like, how did that just come up?
Because my hands was up like this, and I remember the dude. He looked a hot mess in that.
Yeah. All I got to say is when Nico gets detention for making jokes in class, do not lick him.
I'm just saying. I'm not in the context of class, because if he do it in class, if he do it out of class, that's something.
Oh, now it's context. You can so your temperament can go to sleep on context. Okay.
Pretty much.
As I was saying. So next week is that holiday, right? And y'all are not going to see us. And I was saying that I was proud of this dude till he start. I don't know what that is. I didn't see it, but
might change it up a little bit.
And because the dude is like, he's been in the car on the Garden State Parkway, at his mother house, at the beach, supermarket, everywhere.
We're going to get it in, man.
Yeah, but for a couple of weeks, we're going to take a break.
Shouts out to ET, because I've been watching him do it. Like when they do the podcast, he be in Dubai, he be in, you know what I'm saying? Like West Coast, no matter where he at, he get on.
That's right. Make it happen.
Make it happen.
So I get down. So, but what I'm going to do, I'm going to push here. I'm going to do. So we're not going to do the video, clearly, but I'm going to push out 2 of the old episodes. Is that what you say? You don't say old, because that's negative, ain't it? Old episodes. 2 of
older
previous episodes. 2 previous episodes in audio.
Previously on Marriage Ain't for Suckers podcast.
Yeah, something like that. You know, except not that part. We're just going to play it. Like, so the audio, I'm going to hit repeat on the audio for some people who haven't heard those and not going to scroll back forever to get to them.
Yep.
And you won't see us in video unless my man pops up his cell. Maybe we could do that. Like maybe we could just flip on the thing real quick and do, you know what I'm saying? Like
and shot everybody out.
Yeah, something like that. Just at some random time. If it works, it works. If it don't, it don't. Kind of thing.
Like Mary Crima?
I don't know who that is. Why are you always asking me stuff you already know? I don't know what you talking about.
Feliz Navidad?
Yeah, like that. Okay. Like that. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, yeah.
Nueva Año.
Prospero años. Felicidad.
Yep, that's it, babe. That's it, baby.
Yeah. Okay. So for those of you joining us for the very first time, that's Quest over there. He looks like Ebro, but it ain't him. And
bro,
he's cool, but that's not him. And this is me. I don't know who I look like, but I ain't whoever I look like. I'm just me. Yo, why Jamaicans always going like that? Like that mean a lot. You ever see the meme that said that mean a whole bunch of different things?
Mm-hmm. Yo, that mean 1,000,001 things. Yo,
yeah.
Like if we in the room and we had a previous conversation maybe about a day ago, 2 days ago, and my mother, Junior, I already know what she mean.
Yeah.
Like, it's like this assumed, and that's not just in Jamaica. That's in the West Indies, period. Okay. Like that's an assumed, and that can mean 1,000,001 things. Right?
Yeah.
Or you could be in they could already be in the room and saying something, and they be like what? From what I understand, they use in Africa too. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, well, that's where I guess
Nigerians. I don't know if that's where we got it from, but I know the Nigerians do it too.
Yo, you've been watching you've been watching any of them videos lately? Like Emanuelo's people, but they got another little girl now. The Mark Angel videos. Oh, you don't know Emanuela? Oh, dog. Oh, man.
I know I am Dulo. Oh, no, man.
Yo, Quest. I don't believe I'm taking people time for this. I can't believe it. But
what in the name of Binima and Sean Paul are you doing?
Huh? No. Oh my. Yo, Mark Angel. I'm not paying. Mm-hmm. But yo, I'm not gonna put it on the screen. But. Now,
let me see. Let me hear it.
But Quest.
Let me hear it. I need to hear it. If I come over this bed and slap you,
I will slap you. Yo, it is hilarious.
You get up in a different state. Eh?
Listen, we coming in a minute, y'all. I just had to do this for Quest because he's always on joke time.
Please, I love it.
And this one, who's your pastor? No, this one, no, not speaking in tongues. You will not understand. Yo.
Let me hear.
Uncle, can I go eat that gari that is inside you?
Yeah, mad. If you touch that food inside there, if I slap you, can't take it now.
But Uncle, I'm not eating.
Didn't you eat yesterday?
But that was yesterday now.
Me, did I eat yesterday? See, let me tell you something. In this house, we'll be eating turn by turn. Yesterday is your turn. Today is my turn. It's me that will eat.
Baby.
Hey, baby. How are you?
I'm fine.
You didn't tell me yet.
So while he's
was yesterday now.
Yo, so while he's telling the little girl we eat day by day, his squeeze rolls up with some food, like some rice and juice, right? Yeah. And Emmanuel is like, I need to eat. Like, what's up? And he's like, no. So when the lady walks away, she says, well, the little girl says, well, now that your peoples gave you the food, like now I could eat. Yeah. And he was like, no, I'm gonna eat this food and I'm gonna eat that food. Mm-hmm. And then, oh man.
Yeah, that's because I wanted to surprise you.
Yes.
We coming, y'all. We coming.
Spice and juice.
Hey, you brought us food.
Yes. And I got
you know what I'm gonna have to do?
What the fuss? For me and you. Yeah. What the fuss?
And after he tells a little girl, not a chance, she's so spiteful, son. One of his next girlfriend called him on the phone and was like, yo, I'm on my way. But remember, this girl is about to come back to share the food. So she's like, yo, I'm on my way. He's like, no, you cannot come. Right? And she's like, why not? He's like, because I'm away. She's like, where you at? And he picked some strange faraway land. She was like, but how I get you on the phone? He was like, I worked it out. So she's like, all right, I ain't coming. So he's like, I'm good. And the little girl calls the woman, the second chick on the phone, and was like, yo, I need some company, right? So the girl called back my man and was like, yo, I'm coming over. He was like, no, you don't need to come over. I'm not there. She was like, no, I'm coming over because Emanuela said that she lonely.
Yo, so she about to fix your goose.
It was hilarious, yo. I need to post that in the feed. Yo, this is the funniest. This is hilarious, though.
Please, let's post it in the feed.
Okay.
I need to, you know what I need to do? I need to call Toby on one day.
Yeah.
Toby and Fat. So Toby Peoples is from Nigeria. When he gets into the Igbo,
funny.
Yo, the first time I seen him do it, I almost, like, for real, they almost had to call an ambulance for me. I think we might have been in Philly the first time I seen him do it.
Hyperventilating.
Oh, I was dead. I was dead.
Now that we have completely burned your time on some jokes, anyway, that y'all don't even get to hear the whole thing. But hey, I'll post it in the feed. But yo, so we about to get started. When we sound like we know what we're talking about, it's because we are doing the audio together. And I got my little script out for the other thing I need to do. And yeah, you let me know when you're ready to do the audio quest. And,
I'm ready to give it to them, huh?
But before I was starting, my uncle sent for me, so I want to go and see him. I'll be back shortly. So keep it safe, eh?
Man, start this thing up, man.
All right, quiet on the set.
Yeah.
Peace, Sean. Hey, yo, Quest, it's time to give the people something, man. What we talking about today?
What up, y'all? It's your boy Quest, and welcome to another edition of the Marriage Ain't for Suckers podcast. I am joined with my co-host, my man, my mellow man. Y'all give it up for L. David Harris.
Get on the mic.
And MC. Yeah.
What up, though?
Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom.
I ain't paying.
Yeah.
Coming in here because class is in session.
Yeah. MCs out there better stand clear. E&D is a world premiere. Or Q&D is a world premiere. From New York, straight talk. America's best. Cold Wild and Q Borough is where we rest. The style of the rap makes your hands clap. Oh yeah, that's that EPMD back in the.
Dun, 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 dun. I was 13.
They mean business, no time for play. If you out of line, yeah, the more you bite, your body gets hot. Don't get too close because you might get shot. Knowing that my rhymes, boys. Oh, don't play dumb boy smarter than it's my thing.
I'm not paying. I'm not paying. No matter how long you do it, I'm not paying.
Yeah, shout out to the Green Eye Bandit, man. Shout out to P, man. EPMD.
Yo, real talk.
One of those groups. Like, that was Malik's, like, favorite rap group back in the day. Like a group.
I guess they preceded him before he got on WAP.
Oh, yeah. No, definitely. They, like, pretty much, like, passed the torch to him. Like, after Run DMC, it was EPMD. And after EPMD, like, for real, I think they pretty much passed the torch to Tribe after that. And, yeah.
Word.
I don't know what happened between then and now, but that's another story for another time.
Word up. Word up. Word up. Yeah. Okay, so what's going on? Because I think we about to get completely out. We gonna
It's the end of the year, man. It's the end of the year. Shouts out to everybody, man. Welcome, like I said, to another episode. Shouts out to everybody who is in the chat room. You know what I'm saying? And everybody who are regular listeners to the Marriage Ain't for Suckers podcast, man. We are just ever so thankful for just making it through another year. Like nonstop, bro. We went through. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know how many episodes we at right now, but
I don't either.
Yep, it's because of your support, man.
Word
we are moving towards a goal of reviews. And like, for real, if you guys are listeners to the podcast and you specifically on, Mac users, iPhone users, iPad users, like, for real, open up the little purple podcast app on your phone. Yep. And
purple podcast app.
Yep. The little purple icon there on your, your Mac device, whatever that may be, iPhone and iPad and click it, open it up, do a search, Marriage Ain't for Suckers, listen to the podcast, subscribe, but more importantly, leave us a review. I'll even show it to them, D. Did you see that you see that one right there? That one
but what about these?
Yeah. What's that?
It's an Android device.
Oh, well, you can go to Android. I think you should be able to leave a review on Google Play.
You think? Why are you so confident on the iOS stuff?
I'm just saying, I'm an iOS user. I was once a Samsung user, but due to the benefits of the ecosystem, I am a Mac user. Well, I was always a Mac user, and what happened was the Mac didn't play too nice with my Samsung, and I had a Note 2 at the time. That's how long it's been. I've been my last Samsung product was a Note 2. And
that's what was fire.
Oh, it was fire.
Literally. Oops.
And I had the little stylus too. Oh, it was fire.
Light on fire.
Yeah, but I became, because of the ecosystem, and I wasn't getting rid of my Mac. Forget that. And so this little icon right here, I'll put that. You see that little podcast icon right there? Yeah, that one right there.
Yeah.
Little purple little icon. Yeah, click on that. Do a search for Marriage Ain't for Suckers. No, I'm sorry. Marriage Ain't for Suckers podcast, SuckaZ. Yes. Go there, pull up the, the podcast, leave us a review if you like the information. There it is right there. Is that the Google Play? Is that what you're showing me?
Well, I'm trying to show it's reflecting. It says Apple Music. I have an Android phone. You can get it on there too.
Oh, okay. I was, hey, all right.
All right. Okay, we can make up before we get out of hand here.
David was a little angry. All right. All right. So yeah, stop by there and leave us a review, man. We would love to hear from you, and you will be able to help us to get these reviews up, and so they can increase the information into other areas. Like, for real. Also check D out, your daily portion.
Oh, yo.
Come on, D. Let's talk about it. It's 7 days a week or 5 days a week?
7 days a week, man. Yourdailyportion.com. It's a little ditty that I'm doing that is probably smaller than a lot of the things that I'm doing, but it's the one that's most dear to me, and it's blowing up, bro, in multiple countries in Africa, multiple countries in Asia, several islands in the Caribbean. I'm actually blown away. I'm blown away. It's my baby. It's a simple little 10-minute thing that I just like a lot. I don't know.
There you go. And you can go in there and get you a nice tight word, daily for the day to start your day off.
Yeah.
And I am also, along with you, D, in season 2 of Marriage Moments. And so I got a YouTube channel. And so stop by L. David Harris YouTube on YouTube, or Quest Green on YouTube, or Marriage Ain't for Suckers on YouTube. Subscribe to all 3 of those channels. And once a week, you get about a 7 to 8 minute piece on marriage and the topic of the week.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So yeah, there are a couple of other platforms that we're operating in on. You know what I'm saying? Just dealing with working with what's in our hand.
Yeah, I think you should just do a search for Quest Green, and the one that looks like the one you see on the screen right there, that's him. And then do the same search for L. David Harris. Both of those, do those in quotes, and you'll find everything you want to know.
Yep.
And more.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, let me pay some bills. Shout out to Breathe University. If you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, then of course you will be successful.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I just want to share with them, D, that if you're not a part of the Breathe University community, you should be. And there is a number of wonderful things that we're bringing up in the new year. One of the things that we're starting off the new year with, and D, I will be out there in your area, right?
In my country.
In your country, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Is the phenomenal Phenomenal Destination Jamaica. Yep, Phenomenal Jamaica.
But of course.
Yeah, and so we will be there for, I think, 7 days, 6 nights, or 6 days, 5 nights, something like that, where we will be out at the beautiful Ibero Star, or Ibero. Depending on, your pronunciation. What's the pronunciation, D?
If you're a Mexican, where Ibero comes from is Ibero.
All right, Ibero. Yep. Yeah. And so, you might want to be there. And I would go by, Phenomenal Jamaica 2019, I believe it is. Go by there if you want to be in the building. That's one of the first things that we're doing this year. And then we have a list of different conferences throughout the year. Personal development, entrepreneurial information. I mean, just to bring your business, bring you to the next level. And those who may be asking, what is Breathe University? It is the brand new e-learning platform led by Dr. Eric Thomas. And inside BU, you get access to Eric Thomas along with all of his proven tools, strategies, and resources you need to jumpstart your greatness, all in one convenient location. And there's videos, there's documents, a whole bunch of stuff, and including weekly calls. I think we got a call every day of the week now, sometimes twice a week.
Yeah.
Twice a day, depending on what you're doing. Go and check it out. BreatheUniversity.com.
I endorse this message.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, today's program is brought to you by Audible. Get your free audiobook download and 30-day free trial at audibletrial.com/marriage, with more than 180,000 titles from which to choose for your iPhone, Android, Kindle, or MP3 player. And I am asking you to download something that you enjoy. You can pick up any one that you enjoy and then let us know which one it was. Just let us know. audibletrial.com/marriage.
Yep, I love it. I love it.
Yo, did you see how my it looked like I was a kung fu movie a second ago? Like the thing slowed down and sped back up. Like right now, I'm not, something's wrong. What's his name? Michael Winslow on Police Academy back in the day.
Yep. And he was dope too, man.
Yeah. Anyway, it's a wonderful day in the neighborhood. What we doing today, man? We're doing something a little bit different for this last program we're going to do for the year.
Yep. And people are like, wait, it's more than one. Yeah, this is the last one that we're doing. We want to take some time to spend with family. I heard you got family on the island. Yep. And so, man, we want to take some time to spend with family and enjoy the holidays with family. And sometimes we so work-minded and so grind-minded that we don't take out that time. I'm telling you, like, Faith already slapped me in the mouth, so I'm going to show her one better. I'm not doing no podcast. I'm not doing no conferences. I'm not doing nothing within the next 2 weeks.
You're not even going to be on the phone?
Nope.
You're going to live a little?
No.
Wow.
I may, take, family, but no business. No,
I'm saying like the calls, the calls in quotes, the calls.
Oh, no. Right. Everything in the new year. No Sunday night calls, that I usually do with marriage.
When, man?
This Wednesday, which is tomorrow, is going to be the last one. So everything this week that I have a call for is the last one until the new year, after the new year.
Man. Word up. So, So y'all understand, we need to do that. You should be proud of guys like us because we always on run. Yeah.
Sure, if ain't nobody going to pat, the dog's on back, I'm going to pat. Good job, Clay.
Yeah, man. If I was there, I'd give you one.
Good job, Dan. Good job.
Yeah.
Good job. I'm sure Moni is ecstatic about that.
Yeah, of course. How you mean?
Yeah. So what we did have some moments though this year for 2019.
Yeah.
A couple of different topics that we discussed too. I think one of the dopest podcasts we had is the one with Sully. I like that podcast. Matter of fact, we're gonna have Sully back. Shout out to Sullivan Phillips, man. Suleiman, aka Sully.
Man. He's definitely.
Yeah. Sully told us about when Sully said she cussed me dry.
I've never heard that term, but it's actually
I've been using that term ever since Sully said that. Cuss me dry. And when he was talking about how he didn't respond, and it was dope because it allowed me later on, D, to do the same thing with Faith. And she was telling me, "Yup, you spend too much time in that office. I need you to spend just a little bit." And I ain't mad. I love what you're doing. I love the grind, love the work ethic, all of that good stuff. But there's a couple of things that you're doing or you're about to do, and you're about to do it at the cost of my family. And I don't want you to do that. And I was like, oh.
And she didn't even have to say no bad word.
Nope. And she had to say no bad word. And she didn't even cuss me dry. So, but there's a number of different things going on too, D, because earlier on in the year, I should say, at the top of the year, you were doing some fasting. You were doing some extensive fasting.
Oh yeah, that's true. I was. Yeah.
Yep. And then shouts out to Pastor Daniel Kelly, man. That's my pastor, man. He started fasting from sunset Thursday to sunset Friday. And I decided to join in with him. And in doing so, it put me in a different position, man. And I was able to start seeing things and hearing things a little bit differently. And so when she came at me with what she came with, in coupled, or, with what happened with Sully, I was just in a good place. And when she said it, usually you get that ego thing to pop up. But
yeah,
I actually sat down and listened to her. You remember the.
Yeah, but you could hear this time a little better.
Yep. And you heard her response to it.
I did. It was favorable, man.
Yeah. And so yeah, just to be in that space and receive what we received on the back end was dope.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I would say that's probably one of my better moments, or the time one of the podcasts that I love the most.
Come back to the mic when you get a chance, bro.
Yeah, I was just saying, that's probably you like that there. Oh, okay. Yeah, that was probably one of the better episodes I liked. You know what I'm saying, for me.
Yeah, it was good because I think what it did was show what the benefits of self-control are. And not just that. What the brother actually said was he basically wanted to know what was beneath the vitriol, what was driving it. So he didn't get distracted with the delivery.
Yeah.
He allowed himself to just lay down and not get himself caught up in how it was happening. Yeah. And said, all right, what's precipitating this? I want to be of service. And he said it better, of course, but the point is self-control was in play, and then wanting to hear before more than wanting to be heard. And so that's good for all of us, straight up. So that was a big one for this year, man.
Oh yeah, big one for this year. Big lesson learned, I think. Because sometimes I think that because people feel like we're an authority, like we're not growing and we're not experiencing and we're not changing and shifting and all of that stuff too. And I think one of the biggest things I want people to take away for 2018, moving into 2019, is that marriage is not some destination that you get to and then you're like, okay, everything is good. No, you're always making adjustments. Why are you making adjustments? Because you're serving your spouse 24/7, 365 until the day that you go to sleep. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm saying that because your spouse is always evolving and always changing, that means if you're serving, what worked for you in the last season is not necessarily going to work for you in this season. Shucks, sometimes we already know that life happens in a 30, 60, and 90-day window as it relates to different things that just happen. And many life events can happen within that period of time. And the life events change us from time to time, change the way we think, the way that we respond in some way, shape, or form, some on a grand scale, some maybe not so grand. But in any and every situation, those changes require, if you're serving, you to change and make adjustments as well, if you're serving properly. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's one of the biggest things to take into this year, is that no matter the fact that we may be considered authorities, the truth of the matter is we're still learning some stuff. Still making adjustments and still moving to, you know what I'm saying? Like trying to get to us. So we're all learning just on different levels. Yeah.
Yeah, one of the things that happened with Simone, two things really that happened with us was, one, she and I finally kicked off a program together.
Dope.
And we've been helping together and ministering together, but you and me have been having all the fun with the microphone. You know what I'm saying? So fortunately, you're a dude, so there's no there's no potential for like undue jealousy. Like I'm telling all these wonderful war stories, like it's so wonderful, and say Quest name in a sentence over and over again. But even still, there are things that Simone and I contribute, just like you and Faith, to this conversation. That even though we brothers from, actually, for me, well, it had to be both of us, because Faith, I know Faith and Tifa were friends, but Faith and Tifa are not where we are in terms of age. So I've known you longer than I know Simone, and you've known me longer than you've known Faith.
Faith, yep.
Even though we got a lot of years, and I got 30 for Simone, almost 30 with Simone. You got probably a little bit more than that with at least knowing Faith.
Yep.
And we homeboys from before that.
Yep.
But there's a context difference.
Yep, definitely a context difference.
We married to these wonderful women.
Yep.
And so to be able to run with Simone on a program related to marriage, it only makes sense to make that contribution together, man. So that's a big one for me this year.
Yep. I think one of the other big things for me this year, D, is the whole thing behind the animal assessment. I'm actually in the process of becoming 4 animals certified now.
Yeah.
And one of the things is that, most people only want to take the exam, D, or take the assessment to find out what they are because they hear within the Breathe University or the ETA community, I'm a flamingo or so people just want to be able to find out what they are. And then once they find out, but you have to realize that you also, although you're dominant in one animal, sometimes maybe 2 animals, you still have 2 other animals, you know what I'm saying, that are a part of you. You still got 2 more animals or whatever. If you're dominant in one, you still got 3 others, sometimes that you need to cultivate or learn how to deal with to some extent. And with me, whenever I get into these situations where like me and you get on, D, and we start talking or whatever the case may be, that's like fuel to me, bro.
Oh, yeah.
I live for it. So there's a couple of areas that like if you're a gorilla, you're only dope in what you do as a gorilla if you're dealing with problems, right?
Yeah.
Right. And so, if you have to deal with people, you may not be that great depending on where you are. You know what I'm saying? With me, I'm a flamingo. So I'm very interactive and I'm always going to be dealing with people, but that doesn't mean that I'm going to be dope when it comes to organization or, you know what I'm saying? So with every animal comes different things. And so because I'm a flamingo, I'm not, and we're in this environment, like immediately I start losing and I'm enjoying the environment that I'm in. Oh yeah. Right. Time will go by like this and I ain't even paying attention to time.
Right.
And case in point. So, and I'll tell you how I'm learning. I'm telling you what I'm learning in 2018, y'all. I remember I had a session one Sunday morning and it was on the calendar. And Faith came in and said, "Oh, you in a session today?" And she's supposed to be the organized one. She should have been looking on the calendar, but that's another story for another time. Sorry, Faith Green. Yeah, sorry, Faith. That was you. That was your, she gonna listen to this. I'm like, yeah, I said it. No, I'm just playing.
Don't get too slick with it, course. We learning.
We're learning. And so she said, okay, well, can you still take Nico to swim? I said, yeah, of course I can. And she said, well, it's at 12:30. I said, okay, cool. It's 15 minutes away. D, the session was supposed to be from 11 to 12. And I should have been out of here. Faith because she's a turtle and she's organized and structured and all of these different things as it relates to that. Her whole philosophy is if you're on time, you're late.
That's right. I agree. Me and Faith are cousins, man.
If you're early, you're on time.
Yeah, we cousins, man. I get it.
Because she's into the whole, when I get there, if I need to do anything before time starts for you to do X, Y, and Z, we have the time and I can make the adjustments there.
That's right.
All right.
That's right.
Me not so much, because when I get into this, like people and, I'm in another world. So I'm on with this couple and I'm enjoying the dialogue and we working through some stuff and catching some breakthroughs and it's already 12 o'clock. And I was like, all right, babe, I'll be out in a little while. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't getting no response, but I know I'm thinking that she heard. 12 o'clock rolls around, 12:05 rolls around, 12:15 rolls around. I close out. So by 12:16, I'm walking downstairs like, all right, Faith, I'm ready. Nico, you ready? All right, I'm putting my shoes on. Faith? Bruh, Faith took Nico and went to swim. And when she came back, I said, yo, I thought you wanted me to take him to swim. He's like, well, it was 12-13, 12-14, and I hadn't seen you.
I could see the curly eyebrows happening too.
Yep. And she was like this. Yeah, it was 12-13. It was almost quarter after. You were still in that office, and I just went ahead and took him to swim. And I started to say something, and I promise you, I praise God, man, for the Holy Ghost. He was like, listen, bro, let this one go. Shut up.
Let it ride.
Let it ride. Yeah, I promise you. She was like, let it go. And he was like, let it go. I was like, yep, got it. And I knew, like, if I'd have said anything, this would have went in a totally another different direction, and I'd have been totally wrong. So that's what I'm telling you, man. I'm learning so much, not only about my spouse, but about myself in areas that I need to dial back, in areas I need to self-assess, in areas I need to fix my thinking as it relates to the same situation, right? And then make the adjustments. And since that time, she's never had an issue with it since that time. Now, granted, it was about a month and a half ago, but still.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I'm a melancholy. So a lot of y'all don't know, Quest talks about the assessment that has to do with the animal, the animal paradigm. But, just old school, I'm a melancholy. Theories of personality. That's my probably number 2 temperament. But in this case, what I'm about to tell you is the lead. Like, I do my work. I'm on the grind. I get it done. I'm not averse to working on a team, but I'm averse to slowing down. I'm averse to having to consider all of the elements because I'm like, let's get it done and get it done effectively, efficiently. And it's in every aspect of my life. So now it's time for Simone and I to work out together, like exercise. Son, I'm 210 pounds, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not 210 pounds of belly. I'm 210 pounds. So how I'm going to run with my wife, I'm 210 pounds, who's coming up to her, to get her flex on.
Yes.
But what it's done, man, it has brought us so close together because she had some bad experiences, years ago, obviously before we were married, more than 18 years ago. And her boyfriend at the time, true, they were babies, but still, her boyfriend at the time, it didn't work. He didn't know what to say out his mouth when it came onto her fitness. So all these years, she's been trying to find like the right situation with the right guy and get her fitness flow on and it not be a problem. So this dude right here had to become more of a team player with something like that because we're not on the same path, bro.
Yep.
You understand? It's not like me and somebody who's like a fitness buff. It's me who's with a regular, wonderful woman who's trying to get herself physically together.
Yep.
So I've lost a little muscle mass, so I don't run by her too fast.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Major.
But I've gained a lot of marital muscle mass. You understand what I'm saying to you?
Yeah, that's major what you're saying, D, because a lot of the times we're so selfish in our thinking. And I keep telling people over again, the marriage is so much more important than who you are as individuals. Now, am I saying just let yourself go and just
no. Right.
But I'm just saying if you're like this and you're far ahead of your wife and your wife is back here, like for real, there's no way for her to catch up to you. And that means that you're going to have to slow down a little bit in order for her to catch up. And then you move together. Oh, that looked like
that's exactly what's going on.
You know what I'm saying? And you move together.
Thing, but
and a lot of dudes is losing though, D, because they like, I'm buffed out and I want to stay buffed out. You want to stay buffed out or you want to lose your marriage?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm just saying. And who you doing the buffed out for? Okay.
Yeah. That's and there's some other dudes in there flexing that be rubbing the oils on their body that would love to slow down and stretch her and let her work out with them and tell her how wonderful she is. Right? So yeah, I'm not going out like that. I'm not going out like that. It's a marriage lesson.
Yeah.
And simple as it sounds, just take all the context and thank you, Lord, for the help. And so we win together, man.
Yeah. So I'm saying, man, because I know we're running out of time. Like for real, man, y'all, Of all the podcasts that we've ever done this year, man, go back if you've missed a couple. Get you some takeaways for the new year and move into 29. Like real, don't wait until 19 is on you, man. Take the time. Listen to some of the podcasts. Get you some information and move strong. Start your 2019 off strong. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Come strong or don't come at all. Okay.
Don't come at all.
Yeah. But yeah, so for those of you listening, we'll catch you, Lord spares life, in a few weeks. But of course, you'll be able to get the treat. We'll put a couple of the other programs back into the flow. For those of you who are watching, we'll talk to you in a second. But yeah, we don't have a way to do that. But we'll holler at y'all too in a different kind of way, I guess, right?
Man.
We can pull up an impromptu, cell phone flick or something. We'll try it.
Oh, no doubt we will.
Yep. Yeah, we're gonna let these people go in audio, and like you say, like you've always said, Quest.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
make the rest of your marriage the best of your marriage.
Word up. Phenomenal. Make it phenomenal, man.
Stay focused. Yeah.
Holla. Not sure what he's listening to, but
boom, 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 boom. I was out listening to the.
Is that what you were listening to?
Yeah, to the theme music.
But that's with the music. Okay.
Well, you let it in there, and I decided not to let it out.
I decided not to let it out. Yeah, y'all. So so if Quest and I can get a pop-up, we'll try. I don't know if it'll work out, yes or no. I guess we'll text each other and see if we can get a pop-up joint with the phone thing.
No doubt.
The thing that y'all like to do with the thing that I despise, I will try. With the phone, and then you do the invite thing with the little screen, the unpredictable joint. I just don't. I'm a melancholy. I can't take it.
Live. Spirit fingers. Live.
What?
Spirit fingers. Live.
What does that mean? What is that?
You never seen them do the spirit fingers?
I keep telling you, son. I don't know half the stuff that you be talking about because I don't.
Melancholy. It's the melancholy. It's all right.
Yeah.
Melancholy.
It's all right if I'm the one in the dark. Y'all enjoyed that. Good. Shout them out. Mm-hmm. But we'll try our best. And just check the feed if we can do it with the little phone. Quick, fast, in a hurry. At that time of the day, I don't know what you'll be doing, what I'll be doing, but hit the phone and see what happens. I got more data now, man, because Jamaica coming up. Y'all been on that unlimited data all that time. We didn't have that luxury. So I finally got good data on the phone. So,
Hey, y'all.